Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Trickett, and yes, this is another amazing edition of Wake Up with Trickett, guys, because we are all waking up. And look, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is having a wonderful Monday. It is Money Making Meditation Monday, guys. So I hope everything is working out for you guys. And with that being said, look, guys, I know sometimes it could seem like things are taking forever to come in. Trust me, I've been down that route. And or been down that road. And I know it can seem like it's taking forever to come in. I know sometimes it seems like it's just never going to come in. And you've been waiting, you've been putting in the work, and you've been waiting, and you've been waiting, and you've been waiting, you've been putting in the work, and you've been waiting. And it just still seems like, what is taking so long? You know what I'm saying? And then you'll hear phrases like this, and it'll get you frustrated. You'll hear people say like, well, the universe is working on it. When did God have to work on anything? You know what I'm saying? He created this entire world in 6 days. Every insect, millions of them, billions of them. Every different tree, every different flower. I mean, with all of the difficulties, what we would call difficulties, or complications it would look like for us, it was a breeze for him. So when I hear people say, well, God's working on it, or the universe is working on it, I'm like, really? Like what? What is he working on? What does he have to fix? And the reason why I say that, because I've seen God work too many times in my life. All right? To where when he wants your attention, there is nothing that you can do. There is nothing that you can say. There is no way out. There is no door that you can open that he hasn't, that he's closed. There's no door that you can open. There's none. It's almost like against your will, like your free will that you say you have. It's almost like against your will. I tell everybody all the time, you only have free will up until you don't have it. It's like with your kids, if you have kids, the answer is only yes until you say no, period. And then it's no. And there's nothing they can do, kick, scream, cry about it, whatever the case, but it's still going to be no until you change your mind, right? So I know a lot of us are waiting for stuff. I know a lot of us are on that waiting list, and we are waiting like, okay, where's my manifestations at? I've been putting in the work, putting in the deep meditations. I've been making sure I'm clear from negative thoughts and negative energy and low vibrational people and all this good stuff. What's taking so long? And guys, to be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know what's taking so long. I just know it's going to take the time it's going to take, whatever that is. Everything is in divine timing. It'd be nice if it was in ours sometimes. I know we want it when we want it, but things are going to happen in divine timing. They're going to come to you when they're supposed to come to you. So in the meantime, while you're on that waiting list, you got to just keep yourself focused. You got to stay positive. You got to continue to just put out good vibration, vibrate high. You have to, you got to reassure yourself that everything is working out. Because guys, to be honest with you, if you're looking for somebody else to be your cheerleader, to motivate you, I'm talking family, friends, whatever. If you got that, and then you're really, really blessed. Because in most cases, a lot of us are not going to have that. We're not going to have family saying, you know what? Hey, son, I seen your video, and let me tell you what I thought about that. Because there's jealousy. That could be coming from your own parents, siblings. Doesn't matter. People just act funny. Like it's crazy because while you're waiting, you've probably supported all kinds of people. Hey, let me check out what you're doing. Hey, and they know that. But because they're in a low vibrational state, you will not get that support back from them, guys. So while you're in your waiting time, you got to know for the most part, it's going to be a solo bolo type of ride, because you're not going to have, for the most part, people there cheering you on or even wanting to see you succeed. You're not going to have that for the most part. You're going to have people just, if they're checking anything out, they're going to check it out behind your back. I don't know how people expect to win being fearful, being sneaky, being, that little creeping around. I seen it, but I don't want him to know I seen it. You have issues. Whoever I'm talking to, you have serious issues. Do not expect any positive changes coming anytime soon, because you have issues. That's not even it doesn't even make sense. But in a karmic low vibrational world, that is normal. That's normal, guys. So while you're waiting, you'll probably have more low vibrational people around you than you will high vibrational people. So you're not going to be able to really count on any of them. You're going to have to just roll the way you roll. If you have one person, hey, like my nephew, Samaj, what's up, Callie? But if you have one person, and then you've done well. Even the Bible says, if you have one friend, and then you've done well, because everybody else is just hanging out. You know what I mean? But if you have one person that tells you, hey, I checked this out, and let me tell you what I felt about it, or I seen this, and I just want to let you know and encourage you to keep it pushing, to keep it going, you're doing a good job. You're not even getting that from your parents these days. You're not even getting that from your siblings these days. It's just so much jealousy and hate going on. It's so much non-love going on right now in your time of waiting for your manifestation to come. It's just a lot of jealousy, a lot of hate, and that's why you don't get support. But then these same people will be watching somebody else's YouTube video, and you're like, where did he do that at? In karmic land, where everybody's under low vibration. We're haters. If we do check it out, we do it in secret. We won't tell you anything. And so you know what? You got to leave those people where they're at, because they're not serving you. And obviously all that coming back to them, they're not going to have a great and bright future. It's going to be where it's at, because they have issues. They have issues. People stalking, people spying. Think about this. While you're in your holding cell, while you're waiting on your manifestation, think about this. Why do you think people make fake profiles? Now, just think about what I said. Fake. Right off the top, they're letting you know what they're all about. They're a low vibrational creature. They're fake. They don't even want to put their real self out there, because they probably don't even know who their real self is. They wear so many masks, tell so many stories, that they don't even know who they are. So they come on your side or somebody else's side, or on your page, or whatever the case may be, and they want to know, they want to see, but they don't want you to know that they're seeing. And they do the whole fake profile thing. Or what about the people that scroll by your page in your time of waiting for your great manifestation to come in, right? And the content that you had said, where you putting out, it's good. It's fruitful. It's positive. People will benefit from it. How many people might read it, but will never hit a like, because they don't want you to know that they saw it. These people have serious issues. A lot of them. I don't care if they go to church. I don't care if they sing in the choir. Issues. Big issues. Because you're like, where do they do that at? Where do you get all that fear at? Where do you get all that spying at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the issue at with that? But then again, that's what's going on up here in their minds, in your time of waiting. And so if you're figuring, why am I not getting any support? Why won't my family even support me? And it's not like you're robbing banks out there, right? Because they're jealous. Because they got that hater, they drink haterade. They live off of hateration. Don't believe me? Watch what they're watching. They're going to be watching someone else that they don't even know. Never cooked a meal for them. Never gave them $1. Nothing. But you know what? The karmics and low vibration, that's who they'll support. Oh, Beyonce. Nothing wrong with Beyonce. But when's the last time she cooked for you? When's the last time she gave you $1? When's the last time she's done anything for you? Okay, there's your answer. So you'll have people supporting people that has done nothing for them or very minimal. They made a song, wrote a movie, and I love music. But I'm just saying, they've done nothing because when you needed help, it didn't come from them. And so you got to understand this in your time of waiting. You're going to go through all these things while you're manifesting. You're going to go through all these things while you're waiting on your manifestation to come in, because you know that's why you meditate, so you can defeat, because this is all demonic spirits. All of that is demonic spirits, all of it. I don't care what anyone says, it's all demonic. Why? Because there's no love in it. There's no love in a fake profile. There's no love in stalking. There's no love in spying. There's no love in gossiping behind someone's back because they're too afraid to speak in front of you. There's no love in any of that. I mean, I can go on and go on, but I don't want to go down to that bottom level. I'm not a catfish. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a bass. I'm a trophy fish. So check this out, guys. That's what it is. And so you are always going to have you're going to have it. It's going to feel like weight on your back. It's going to feel heavy because you're going to feel isolated. You're like, what the heck? Like, where is everything at? And then you're going to hear people say, well, God's working on it. And you're like, he's working on it, man. He made all this in 6 days. How? I mean, every different tree, every different plant, and he's working on what I want? Just say you don't know. Just say you don't know, because there's way too many stories that when God wants to put a stop to something, there ain't no working on it, okay? It's just, it's done. It's a wrap. It's like what we would call a major arcana. It's when he steps in and there's no working on it. That's how you know he ain't working on it. When it's ready, it'll just be ready in God's divine, perfect timing. If God wants you to get something, I don't care if you try to fight it as much as you can with your so-called free will. If the universe wants you to understand something, guess what I know? He will find ways to have you, he already knows the ways, that he will have you figure out what he wants you to figure out. Trust me. So you got to understand this when you're waiting. You got to understand this when you're manifesting. And some things are going to come in quicker and some things are going to take longer. But it's normally the bigger things that you want that take a lot longer to come, or it feels that way anyway. And it may feel that way too, guys, because you just have no support. You don't have a soul tribe yet. And a soul tribe is going to be people that vibrate at the level that you vibrate. Everybody's going to vibrate high. So it's not going to be fake profiles and fake people and all that other low vibrational stuff that they're only going to get that back in their life. I don't want that. If you're ashamed of somebody, but then again you want to hear their content, you're confused. Once again, how many masks? There's one side here and then there's another one here, and God knows how many are going on a day-to-day that you're taking off and putting on and taking off and putting on. How many masks do you wear? Where did that fear come from? Who are you afraid of? Really? I mean, you really need to ask yourself some serious questions. How do you feel comfortable supporting someone that's never done nothing for you? And then someone that you know, someone that you probably benefited from, you're not there to support them. But then when their manifestation comes in, because they've been putting in the work that you have not been putting in, you're not going to get this on your job. You're not going to take it to these levels that I'm talking to by working, on a regular 9 to 5, it's just not going to happen. It's going to take some spiritual work. It's going to take some spiritual cleansing. It's going to take some spiritual, it's going to take you taking time out to meditate daily. Daily. And most people are not going to put in the work. But then when your manifestation comes in and you're on that super bossed up level, and then they're all going to be like, remember me? Hi. And you just, no, I don't. Yes, I do. You were the one that didn't support me, but that's what drove me to continue to keep it pushing. So I kept it pushing because you gave me that support by not supporting me. And so I just keep on moving. I don't look back. And with that being said, guys, while we're waiting on our manifestations, those that have been putting in the work, putting in the daily meditations, saying the daily affirmations and believing them, there's a lot of people. It's weird right now because there's a lot of exes coming back. A lot of exes. I mean, people that ghosted people years ago are coming back. They are actually coming back. It's like all over. People are coming back left and right, trying to get back in your good graces. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to say this. If somebody left you because they felt you weren't good enough, and now they see you're doing better and they want to circle back around, or for whatever reason they want to circle back around, I'm going to say throw the red flags up. Be cautious, because that is, for me, I would say I wouldn't trust that person. I would use my intuition, which I'm going to use anyway. I'm going to read that person energy. Because if they ghosted you for what they felt was better, think about that. You weren't worth it. And if you had kids, or maybe if you didn't and you still got ghosted, they just felt you weren't worth it. So if they came back because they have a change of heart, I'm saying, for me, I'm going to just keep pushing forward. I don't need anything back from the past. Not anything that if they ghosted you for a third party, on top of third party, on top of block parties, on top of everything else type of party, I don't want that back. I don't even want to touch. I don't want to shake hands. I don't even want to be 5 feet in distance of that individual. Not me. And I don't wish no bad. But I just don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you guys weren't able to work it out, if they felt somebody else was better on top of somebody else and whoever else, if you want to go back to that, and then that's on you. But, I'm a boss. I'm not looking back. If you didn't recognize what you had, just live out your karma. Whoever did the wrong, you, him, whatever. But just keep pushing it. Just keep pushing. Just keep doing your block parties or whatever you're doing. And guys and girls like us that are waiting patiently on a manifestation, we're just going to keep on meditating, sending out love and light, and waiting on our good thing to come in. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of people coming back, guys. I mean, a lot of people are coming back to people right now. And I'm not saying it's probably all bad. I'm sure that some people, think about it. If you left someone and but you left to get your life right. You know what I'm saying? You didn't leave to be like community property. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But you left to do some shadow work. You left to do some meditation. You left to find a quiet place, like that caterpillar that turns into a butterfly. You left to isolate yourself, to get better, to learn, and then bam, you come out with your butterfly wings, and you're no longer crawling on the ground, but you're looking at You're looking at everybody from a bird's eye view now because you did the work, you put in the work, and you deserve that reward. You deserve your wings. You deserve whatever the universe wants to give you because you finished off a cycle in a positive manner. Whereas if somebody else ghosted you in your time of waiting on your manifestation, and and they only made it about themselves, and everybody else, excuse me, and they made it about everyone else except for you. I don't know about you, but for me, it's a wrap. Kill that junk. Keep it pushing. I wish you the best, whatever that means for you, with a life like that, and just keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Guy or woman, it does not matter, because this happens all day both ways. But for us who are waiting on our manifestations, a lot of us are going through a lot of these things. No support, slander, a lot of demonic attacks. Because people don't think when you're talking negative, it's not demonic. People don't think when you're talking behind somebody's back, because you don't have enough courage, they don't understand that that's demonic, because those are all negative spirits. Those are all negative traits. So if you have these traits, and then you need to clean up that area of your life. And while we're waiting on our manifestation, guys, we're going to see this. We're going to encounter this. We're going to see a lot of this. A lot of this, because this is what makes you a chosen one. Because you're doing what they don't want to do. See, you support them. You're there to uplift. You're there to motivate. You're there to make sure that everything is good with them when they come by with you. You're there to give an ear. You're there to, do whatever you can. Lend a hand in any way that may be. And it's not fake. It's not fake energy. You know what I mean? It's like, it's real. It's comfortable. You feel good around the person. You chop it up. You laugh. You talk. It's real. But if you got that, awesome. If you don't, it is what it is. But that's what we want, right? That's why a soul tribe family, a soul family. You find your soul tribe. People that vibrate on the same level. People that have those ambitions that are on a positive and high level. People that don't make fake profiles. People that don't have people gossip in their ears, and instead of them trying to find out the true facts, they just run with your story. That's somebody that's on a low vibration. That's a low vibrational individual, because they don't even want the truth. And 9 times out of 10, they have nothing that they can say that you've even done wrong to them. But that doesn't matter when you're low vibrational. You just hear a story, pick your side, and you run with it. Karma come back for that person, because someone is going to do that same thing to them. These people don't get it. But we're going to see all this, guys. So welcome to the circus, okay? We go from the jungle to the circus, or from the circus to the jungle, depending where you're at. But I'm telling you, you're going to see a lot of clowns out there. So welcome to the circus. Get your popcorn ready and let them do whatever they feel that they do when they're in that low vibrational state, and they try to put that on you. Be entertained, because kings are entertained, aren't they? A king is entertained. They have subjects that come out there and juggle and do all kinds of stuff for them. So let them entertain you with their low vibrational stories and their low vibrational ways. Let them entertain you. That only proves even more how big of a boss that you are. You know what I'm saying? Because if they have to do all of that when it comes to you, that means you're moving them to feel some type of way. But they can't move you to feel any type of way, because they're on a low vibration. You would have to drop down to their level, because it's almost impossible for them to go up to your level. So check this out. With that being said, guys, we're going to encounter all these things. So just be prepared. All those that are doing the work, all those that are meditating, all those that are putting out love and light, You know, you're out there in the community, you're out there. I mean, it's just crazy how people think, right? I mean, just the hateration. I mean, I don't even know what that tastes like because I don't hate on nobody. I support anybody that's doing well. But, you know, there's not too many people like that. But there are a lot of people like that. So don't get it twisted. People will support you. They may not be coming from your family. They may not be coming from your work group or your friends that you hang with. Because then, you know, everybody's like kind of like in competition, looking like, oh, you think you're better. You think it's like, I'm telling you, it's a disconnection on the way they think. Like, how do you think so negative? Like, are you happy for anyone? But then you have to realize they're not even happy. So how can they be happy for you or anything you're doing? How can they encourage you or anyone? How are they going to read your post and hit a like when you say, you know, hey, feed your community and do something well for them? How do you pass that up? Because you're a hater. Because you're a non-supporter. And don't even worry about it. I'm thick-skinned. But this is for all the people out there that are in the game that I'm in. Because we're always going to win. Absolutely, we're going to win. We're going to have more happiness than you. We're going to have more joy than you. We're going to live a better life than you. We're going to have better relationships than you. Because we're not going to attract the same people you attract because we don't play the same games that you play. So while your house is like a circus or a jungle, or your job is like a circus or a jungle, or your circle of friends you hang around is like a circus or a jungle, they're either, you know, either way. If you're in the jungle, they're all trying to kill you. They're all vicious. If you're in the circus, and then let them amuse you and entertain you. If you just have to be around them. Don't take anything they say serious. Nothing. Because you know it's coming from a low vibrational place. Let me ask you guys something. If I made you a cake and I just put a little bit of poison in, I'm just saying a little bit, and I gave it to you, would you eat it? No. Because you don't want to get sick. But how about if I say, look, the majority of the cake is made right. It's just a little bit that has some strychnine poisoning in it. And you're still like, no, I don't want it. That's how they are with you. They're like, accept my poison that I'm trying to give you. I want you to come down to my level. I don't watch your stuff, but every time you see me, I'm watching somebody else's stuff. You gotta love the karmic people, man. You gotta love them because they push you. They're your motivation for you to do what you're doing now. And you know what? When your shit comes in and you have to go through all of these different games and all of these different obstacles, you know what I know, guys? You're gonna be so much stronger. You're going to be so much stronger, so much wiser. You're going to know what real love is while they still have TV love, fake love, temporary love, emotional love, and they're, you know, thrill seekers. You know what I mean? I'm with anybody, that'll give me the time of day. I mean, they're going to fall under all these different categories, but they will never fall under love. Because you can't be love and have all those other issues, guys. So just know, you will be rewarded while you're on this way. You will be rewarded while you're waiting. You'll be rewarded. When it's over, when God says, you know what? It's time. Your cycle has ended. I watched you. You did a good job here. And you know, there's always another cycle, but you just keep elevating. That's why you start off with a busload full of people, because you have a big heart. But then you find out not everybody has the same big heart you have, and then you end up in a two-seater, you and maybe someone else. that stuck by you all the way, thick and thin. So when your shit comes in, you make sure that you remember all those that stuck by you through thick and thin. And anybody, like I said, guys, coming from the past and they dissed you so they can, you know, be with other people, or they thought other people were better, or they put you in a third party, so that means you were no longer good enough. As far as I'm concerned, keep it pushing. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. You don't want what everybody else has had, guys. You don't want what everybody else has. Females, you don't want what everyone. You got to worry about where you go, because everybody's like, oh yeah, I had that person. Oh yeah, I had that person. Oh yeah, we all had that person. That's the community. That's the community P or the community D or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that, because you're way better than that. You're way better than that. You deserve way more than that. You deserve someone that will love you, that will be there for you, that will be faithful to you. And if they don't think you're good enough, bounce. Let them do what they got to do. That life right there is short-lived anyway. Short-lived. It's just short-lived. I don't want to even get off all into that. We all know it's short-lived. It's smoke and mirrors and full of illusions. But it's not real, because there's no true love there, guys. So look, it's 31 minutes and like 30 seconds, 31:31. Look that up, guys. That angel number means something for someone out there. 31:31 on the clock. I'm going to get out of here, guys. You guys have an amazing one. I salute the greatness and the divinity, bam, and all you guys. And I want you guys to know this. I want you guys to know this, seriously. That just continue to keep doing what you're doing. Continue to keep meditating. Continue to keep saying the affirmations. Continue to keep doing this, and I guarantee your life will change. Your surroundings will change. God will take out all the naysayers. He'll remove all the people that didn't back you. He'll remove all the people that he knows they don't have your best interests at hand. They don't really love you like that. They're not backing you like that. They don't even support you. None of your videos, dance videos, music videos, whatever, they don't support any of your work, whatever it is you do. But then again, they'll support somebody else's. And on that note, guys, we're going to leave the karmics where they are. We're going to send them love and light right now. But we're going to continue to keep striving, because we're eagles. And eagles, we're not bottom feeders. We got bird's eye view, because we're always on that high vibration, soaring high. And with that being said, I'm out, guys. Peace. Have a good one.